up here at the Telegraph Saddle car park, and this is the beginning of the Wilsons Prom circuit hike around the Eastern Circuit over 3 days and 2 nights. So out here with Aaron and Tony again, they're just here behind me, and we've just come up from Tidal River on the shuttle bus, and we're just up at the top of the hill here, and about to set off on the first day of our hike. So today's actually our longest day. We've got a 17k trek, or a bit over 17 k's today. We're going through the first campsite, which is Sealers Cove, and through to Refuge Cove tonight. So that's longest day of the 3, and it's just after 11 o'clock now, and we're about to sort of set off. So it's going to be a reasonably big day, but the weather's a little bit overcast at the moment. We've just had a very light shower before, but there's very little rain forecast for today and for the next 2 days, so hopefully it's going to be pretty decent weather for all of it. Anyway, we're just about to hit the trail, so here we go. Well, we're underway. We've actually just come up not a really steep section, but just an uphill section coming out of the Telegraph Saddle car park, and it's just flattened out a little bit now, so I've had a chance to catch my breath a little bit. But it's a little bit windy today. We're reasonably protected in here, but apparently the wind's going to drop off by tomorrow and the next day, so I think this will be the breeziest day of the of the hike. So still just heading up a little bit, and just coming through some really nice bushland here, and I think it starts to sort of change to sort of more like rainforest a bit further ahead, so coming up to that section pretty soon. Down all the way down this few gullies, and we've pretty much hit the bottom now. We're actually on the boardwalk here, and this boardwalk heads out to Sealers Cove beach, so we're not too far off that now. We've been walking probably just over about maybe 2.5 hours, and we're not too far off the beach, so we're going to stop for some lunch there. See what the tide level's like at the moment, because low tide's not until 5:30, so we'll probably still be crossing the river kind of sort of high, but we just don't know till we get there and have a look. So anyway, see how that looks. But it's been a beautiful walk through here. Just the forest is just so nice. Well, we're just down here on the beach at Sealers Cove. We've just stopped here for a bit of lunch, and there was a little bit of a shower that just came through as we got in here, but that's all cleared now, and yeah, it's pretty sensational down here actually. Beautiful views and along the beach. So just behind me this way is where we're actually heading to. That's where the river is, where we're going to be crossing over. So we're just going to go now and check out what the tide level's like, just to see if we can get across it now, and hopefully it's not too deep, and we can get across there and sort of keep on going through to Refuge. So we've walked 9.5 k's so far. It's a bit after 2 o'clock now, and we've got another just over 7 k's to go through to Refuge Cove. So a bit over halfway, and yeah, making pretty good progress. So we've just crossed over the river, which is just behind me here, and it was actually quite a bit lower than what we thought it would be, so that was a pretty easy crossing in the end. It started raining a bit while we were coming across, but nothing too bad. So anyway, we are on the other side of that, just coming up into the Sealers Cove campground, and we walk through that and keep heading up the trail to Refuge Cove, which is about another 7 k's I think, so should only be a couple of hours probably. I'm just starting to wind my way back down towards a beach here. Remembering from last time was that that's not actually Refuge Cove. Sort of gives you false hope that you've actually arrived at the campsite, but I think you've got to go through one more little beach, and then there's a little bit more trail just beyond that. So just sort of winding down towards that now. I can see it through the forest here, and I can just hear a few sort of small waves breaking. But yeah, I think beyond that you have to go a little bit further until you get to Refuge Cove, and then that's where the campsite is. So not too far away now, but yeah, should hopefully be there, I reckon, within the next half hour or so, hopefully. It's about 5:20 p.m. and have just arrived at the Refuge Cove campsite here. So just coming in on the final bit of trail to meet up with Aaron and Tony. They're probably setting up camp already, and that's Refuge Cove just behind me. Absolutely beautiful spot, I love it here. So we will hopefully be going for a swim tomorrow morning, or even maybe after dinner if it's still enough light, but probably only got an hour of light left now, so may not get a chance. But anyway, time to get set up and get some dinner underway. Alright, here we are, just crossing the bridge into Refuge Cove campground. And it's looking like we've got quite a bit of it to ourselves. Not too many people here at all. So plenty of spots to choose from. Tony and looks like Aaron's set up already. Tony's just about to get set up, so yeah, nice spot here, I love it. Alright, well we're all set up here at Refuge Cove, got all the tents set up. It's just starting to get a bit darker now, but we're about to start getting into some food, getting some food underway, so fortunately we got here with plenty of time to get set up while there was enough light, so that was good. So anyway, tonight I've sort of moved away from freeze-dried meals or dehydrated meals for this trip and gone with something that was probably a bit of an inspiration from Aaron and Tony from the last trip. So tonight I am having couscous, salmon pieces with some sort of like mild red chilli in them, and some red kidney beans. So that should be a good mix, plenty of protein. So yeah, try something a bit different this time. Good morning, it's day 2 on the Wilsons Prom circuit hike, just down here at the beach at Refuge Cove. We're all packed up and just about to hit the trail again. It's pretty nice conditions today actually. It's kind of a little bit sunny and not too cold, so it's really good. I actually came down here for a swim this morning and that water was pretty fresh, and that was an understatement. But yeah, really nice to do it, just nice way to sort of start the morning. So anyway, just about to head off from here, and just such a good spot here. It'd be nice to actually stay a second night. It's just a really relaxed, quiet little spot. We've only got a short day today. It's only about 7 k's to Little Waterloo Bay, so that's probably only going to be maybe a couple of hours of hiking, and then we should be there for lunch. It's just after 10 o'clock now, so we've had a pretty relaxed morning today, knowing that we've got a short hike. So anyway, just about to get back into it again, and on to Little Waterloo Bay. So we're just about walking down into the Little Waterloo Bay campsite. That's the nice view of the beach behind us there. So it's been a good walk today, sort of up and down, and just a shorter walk, but still some good gradients to test out the legs. So yeah, we're just coming down now. We've got to just do a little bit of a crossing over another little river here where the rocks are, and then we pretty much walk into the campsite from there. So just about to do this little river crossing here. Alright, so here we are at Little Waterloo Bay. It's just around about 1:15, so yeah, got plenty of the afternoon to relax. So just walking into the campsite now, and it's going to be time for lunch in a second. worked up a bit of an appetite. We're all set up here in our little campsite at Little Waterloo Bay. Aaron's managed to grab probably the best spot I reckon at this campground. So yeah, it's a pretty good little spot. No wind around, it's all sort of protected from wind, which is great. And yeah, it's been will be a relaxed afternoon. We got in here about 1:30 and just had some lunch, got camp set up, and now I'm probably going to go and jump in the freezing water for a quick swim. It's the final day of the Wilsons Prom circuit hike, and just down here on the beach. We came actually down here to watch the sunrise this morning, which is beautiful, just seeing the sun come up out of the ocean. So it's going to be a beautiful day by the look of it. It's really clear skies. So that meant it was a colder night last night, but yeah, it looks like today should be a really nice day from what we're getting now. So looking forward to the last day's hike. So it's just about 6:15 now, and we're just going to grab some breakfast and then yeah, pack up and hit the trail again. We are back on the trail on the third and final day of the Wilsons Prom circuit hike. We're just leaving the last of the beaches here and just about to start heading back inland. So this just sort of goes through a lower lying area for a little bit. So here's the sign here. So we get to Telegraph Junction, which is about 5 k's, and then the last section is a bit of a grind, actually, just uphill back to the car park, sort of on a wider track. So yeah, the first part of this is actually a really good walk, and then yeah, just that uphill section to finish off. So yeah, so this is just such a good walk, and as you can see from the weather probably, it's just a beautiful day today. It was great to get up and watch the sunrise over the ocean, and yeah, now just walking in almost clear blue skies, just a really nice temperature. It's just about 8:30 now, so we left about 15 minutes ago. We reckon we've probably got about 4 hours of walking till we get back to the Telegraph saddle. And yeah, just perfect day for it. It's great to come back and do this hike again. It really is one of the iconic walks in Victoria, I reckon. So if you get a chance, I'd definitely I'd definitely recommend coming here and checking this one out. It's just great, especially when the weather's like this. Just perfect. Anyway, about to head back through this little inland coastal area, back to the junction. We're on the final stretch now. We've just come off the trail behind us here, and it's now basically joined to sort of a gravel road up here. So this basically takes us all the way back to Telegraph Saddle car park. It's about another 6 k's back up there, and there's a flat section to begin with, and then it just sort of goes uphill for the last probably, I think maybe the last 3 k's, so it's a bit of a grind to get back up, but yeah, it's not too steep. So yeah, look, it's just a beautiful day though, just perfect conditions for it, so this has been a very enjoyable way to finish it off. Well, we've arrived back at Tidal River after walking down from Telegraph Saddle car park back to the overnight hikers car park. So that was about probably another extra 3.5 k's that added on to the trip. But yeah, good, pretty much all downhill, and just a cracking day today, really nice. So that pretty much means we did just under 40 k's altogether, and that's the end of this hike. Yeah, just we were really lucky with the weather. Got sort of almost perfect conditions, just a few showers on the first sort of day and a half, but or sorry, the first day actually. But yeah, just a brilliant walk. So would definitely recommend coming and doing this one if you get a chance to check it out. When the weather's like this, it's just sensational. So anyway, we're just about to hit the road back to Melbourne, about probably a 3-hour drive, and we are done with this hike. So I'll see you guys out on the trail next time.